Hey, everybody. You can help us make Chris DeMakes a podcast even better by telling us a little bit about yourself. Go to surveymonkey.com/r/JDZ3HL7 for a quick listener survey. It only takes a couple minutes and it helps support our team. To show our appreciation, we're giving away 2 $50 gift cards to lucky participants every single month. Head to, go ahead and grab a pen, surveymonkey.com/r/JDZ3HL7 now for your chance to win.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
This is my grand introduction.
Hey everyone, today's guest is lead vocalist and guitarist Deanna Belos from the Chicago, Illinois punk rock band Sincere Engineer. Together we dissect the writing, recording, and inspiration behind the fan favorite song, Trust Me, taken from their 2021 album, Bless My Psyche. I don't think I've had a more humble guest on this show. Deanna was so refreshing in that regard. She had a mile-wide smile the whole time as she told me about her musical journey, which started out with just her and an acoustic guitar. How producer Matt Jordan saw a performance of hers and not only asked to produce her music, but also provided the backup band. Deanna admitted that Trust Me is one of her earliest writing attempts, which I think is so cool, considering a few things. 1, this has become the band's signature song. 2, the tune isn't a far cry from Deanna's original demo idea. And 3, they closed their set at Lollapalooza with it, proving that a primitive first stab at a song may be all that you need. Oh, and I should probably mention that Deanna was going to be a dentist, but her little side project here put all that on hold. Pretty cool. So for all this and a discussion about Little Caesars Pizza, stick around.
Hey, have you heard? Chris DeMakes a podcast. Hey, have you heard? Chris DeMakes a podcast. Hey, have you heard? Chris DeMakes a podcast. Hey, have you heard? Chris DeMakes a podcast.
All right, Deanna. The first thing we're going to talk about, I've never started off a podcast here talking about pizza right off the bat, but in the video for Trust Me, you're riding a bicycle carrying a Little Caesars pizza. And I have nothing against Little Caesars pizza. My kids eat it all the time. I'll snag a slice. But you're from Chicago. Like, why wasn't it a deep dish pizza? And has anybody else asked you this?
Nobody's asked that. I think it was like I needed to buy a few just in case they fell or something. And we did that in the suburbs too. So the classic Chicago places were not easily available. I guess I could have just got a box, but
you could have, but I that was the only thing so far, and I wouldn't even call it a disappointment. But I was like, come on, But I found nothing about Sincere Engineer that I don't like. What an interesting band! You guys are great. I especially like when Chris sent the notes over. He sent the link to the Lollapalooza performance of Trust Me. How was it? You looked like you were so elated to be there.
Yeah, it was like a fever dream kind of, but yeah, it was awesome.
Were you nervous going into that performance? That was a full headlining set. You guys played for about an hour.
I know. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, we were very nervous. I mean, I get nervous after or before every show, but that one in particular, just because we grew up here and, it's kind of like an institution and it was like a big moment for us. Like that was going to be, we played it right before our third record came out and but it was awesome.
No, that is super cool. Less Than Jake's never played Lollapalooza. That's one festival. I mean, that's one that's on the bucket list. I would definitely love to play. For everybody listening, Sincere Engineer released your first record. I'm going to pronounce this, I think, correctly. Rhombithian?
Yep. It's a made-up
Okay.
word.
Not Rhombithian in 2017. Then you signed to Hopeless in 2021 and released your second full-length album, Bless My Psyche. Trust Me is the first track out of 11 on the album Bless My Psyche. And you've released a couple of records since then. Cheap Grills in 2023. I love the play on words here.
Thank you.
And the brand new record, Probable Claws. CLAWS. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
So take me back to Trust Me. Take me back to writing the song. Was it a song that you were writing as you were going into Bless My Psyche, those sessions, or is it something you had saved over from the other record? And how did it start? What was the synthesis?
So like to prepare for this, I had to go back in the notes and stuff. The first like 3 lines were from like a song I wrote, like one of the first songs I wrote. It never saw the light of day because I really liked that beginning part, but not the where it went. So I just kind of sat on that for a while, and then I think I wrote this down on like February 15th, 2020. I like officially wrote all the lyrics, and then me and the producer who did the first 2 albums demoed it the next day, and it's what you hear now.
Okay, so did you keep a journal of this? You just went back and saw like emails or something?
I just saw it I have notes app in my phone. I like looked up that lyric, and the first writing of it was like from 2015.
Okay.
So it was like a work in progress.
Deanna, we've been doing this for about 6 years here. I've never had anybody go back and give me the exact date they wrote somebody. That's impressive.
I mean, I was a little nervous for this, so I didn't want to be like, oh, I don't remember.
No, that's really cool. And you had mentioned Matt Jordan. Tell me a little bit about him and how that came together.
Yeah, he's just like can play every instrument, really good at producing. I played an acoustic show in like 2017, and he saw me and like stopped me after the show, and he's like, oh, I make records, like I'd love to produce you. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know what that meant, because I got into this like I didn't really have like friends in the scene or anything. I was just like kind of playing on my own and then going home. I had like 10 songs, and I was like, okay, I think I'm ready. And then we made that record together for like, we spent the next year making that record, and he taught me everything I know about playing in a band and recording and harmonies and all that. So he's really like the reason the band is what you see today. And my bandmates were his friends. They're still his friends, but he was like, this has to be a full band. These songs are full band songs. And I was like, okay, I don't know anyone. And he's like, well, here's my best friends. They're your best friends now too. And then it was like kind of manufactured in the studio kind of thing.
No, that's incredible. Is it the same band you have now?
Yep.
That's like unheard of. And that is so awesome though, that somebody came and saw you and believed in you and said, hey, I think these songs are more than a coffee house acoustic show.
He's like honorary 5th member. The reason like he found me, he taught me how to do this.
Okay, so what's your background with singing, if I may ask? But prior to the solo stuff, and what was your solo stuff like?
I don't really have like a background. Like I went to college and stuff because I thought I was going to be a dentist, and I didn't get into dental school. And as school was getting harder, I was playing more guitar and like writing songs, and that's around the time this all happened. So I was like playing my first couple shows, and that's where Matt found me. And then I was like, I've like always worked in the science industry, and up until 2022, I worked and like toured and stuff. And then I had to drop it because I was like, this is like kind of for real happening. And like a lot of bands don't get this opportunity. So I just have to like try to make it work. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, I mean, you appear to have nice teeth too, so that would you would have been in a good profession. But okay, so you were going to school to be a dentist. This guy plucks you out. He sees you play and goes, "Yeah, I think I'd like to produce you." Now, were you in chorus class? Did you sing growing up and anything like that? No,
none of it. No, I couldn't even like. I played guitar like from middle school on, but I was never able to write like a song until I was like 20. 22.
Okay, but I can tell you can sing, and
I sang in the car. Like I grew up on the music and stuff. So
we're gonna get into it, but your vocal delivery is very interesting.
Thank you.
I know you can sing on pitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's just some people can.
Right, but how do you go backwards from knowing how to sing in pitch and you're doing this screamy, almost Riot Girl presentation with your vocals. That'd be very difficult for me to try to do. It would come off forced and it would come off very fake sounding. But it sounds really natural. I know some people only are a one-trick pony and can only do it maybe a style like you do, but they couldn't go and sing a song and make it tuneful and singful. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does kind of. I think you're giving me a little too much credit, but yeah, I mean, like, I've had people say, like, oh, we're gonna do a cover of, like Josh Cater. I actually listened to his episode of yours with him.
Okay.
And he wanted to do a cover of a Lady Gaga song, and I was like, I'm not Lady Gaga. I cannot do that.
No, but what I'm getting at is there's harmony placement. There's things here that I could tell that when I
kind
say
of know what
sing,
I'm doing.
You kind of know what you're doing, but it's interesting because for me, on some of the, how do you know when you're done? And did you leave that up to Matt? Like, you go in and do a vocal take? Because some of this stuff sounds like it was just off the cuff, like maybe a first time you sang it.
On the second record, I usually can tell when it's not right. I've also had this thing, like, since we've started doing this, where everyone around me has said no one's gonna let you sound bad. So, like, if you don't like it, just trust that we know that it's right, kind of thing. Like, musically right. But obviously, they'll let me go fix it if I don't like it. Does that answer?
It does. It does, because without your vocal delivery and what you bring to the lyrics and to the melodies. If you sang a pop melody over this, it would be a completely different animal. Okay, it would sound, so it definitely gives it a crazy identity. I want to hop into this tune. Trust me, is 3 minutes exactly. Were you going for like the 3-minute radio hit? Like, hey, it's got to be 3 minutes.
I gave that no thought. It's also, this is before I learned how to actually like structure a song. I think it's only got 2 verses, and maybe like. I don't know, I'd have to go back, but it's like kind of not Orthodox, I guess. Greek.
Yeah, it's not Greek Orthodox. But I think that's the thing that's interesting about it. And I've talked about this a lot. It's very difficult to go back. If I was to try to write a song or get in the mindset when I was younger, though, it's just kind of primal. It's just what comes out. It's
totally,
like instinctual. And what you put down here is pretty cool. Do you recall the demo being way different, or how much arranging did Matt do with you on this?
I think, I have the demo. I can send it to you if you want. It's very similar to what ended up being for real. I write the songs, show a producer, like we hash it out, and then we show the band. I'm like kind of on this thing where, like, because I'm also a solo project, I have to make sure that the songs can exist just so I could play them. So yeah, that's kind of been the approach this whole time. I've always like, that's how me and Matt did it, and like because it worked, I'm like afraid to change the process, kind of thing.
I think that is awesome, because there are a bunch of songs. My bass player and I will go out and people want us to play acoustic sometimes. And it's like, for the last 25 years, we're not Dave Matthews. It's hard to translate this stuff, but we do have some songs that translate really well to acoustic. I'm always writing on acoustic, but there are songs that don't. I think what you just said, I've never had anybody on the show say that. I think it's important that you keep that in mind. You still, in the forefront in your heart, you want to be a solo entertainer as well as having sincere engineers. So I think that's really cool. I guess what I was meaning about Matt, like, was he taking parts like, hey, I think this pre-chorus should be here, the bridge, and it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like those initial ideas that you were pumping out, they were embraced, shown to the band, and here we are.
Yeah. Matt was definitely more of like, I think it's like he would, if he had like a strong opinion, he would. But we started to work with Mike Sapone for the third and fourth record, the one that's about to come out. He's very big on like, nah, you need the pre-chorus. No, you need the 2-3 verse. Like I like learned how to structure a song in a more like pop sense, and like what no reinventing the wheel. I think he is probably one of his quotes. There's like if you listen to Bless My Psyche versus Cheap Girls, you'll hear like a difference in structuring songs.
Sure.
So I just like grew up a lot in that time too. So
Okay, so how was that process for you now? You just embrace it? You seem just kind of happy-go-lucky with what's been going on. And I mean, it's been not even 10 years really since you started this.
yeah,
And you seem very comfortable with everything. A lot of times when for a younger performer, someone is just getting into this, and I mean, I've been doing this since I consider it like 8 or 9 years old.
yeah.
You weren't doing that. You were going to go to dental school at 17, 18, 19, whatever. You decide, oh, hey, I'm going to do this. So it's pretty interesting how all that came together for you. And you seem like, okay, hey, now, this producer wants to, go a little deeper and move stuff around, and you seem okay with that.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, like, there's a reason, like, when somebody does that for their job and like you hire them to do that, it's like you gotta put some trust into it. I trust my bandmates and stuff, and I still like, because I write the songs from the early stage, it's like I got my part out. Like, let's all work together to make it better.
Thank you. Can you be in my band? Like, yeah, that's why you hire somebody. Because you trust them.
If I did it myself every time, it would sound exactly the same every time too. So it's like, just to show like growth and stuff too. I don't know.
All right. Well, again, the song's 3 minutes long. Trust me, the intro. Do you know the first thing you hear is your breath?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Oh, you did know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we get Deanna's breath and a 1-bar drum fill.
This is my grand introduction. I'm lying face down in the street for the second time this week, and all of my plans fail. All the things I promise you I'll never get around to.
This is my grand introduction. I'm lying face down in the street for the second time this week. All of my plans failed. All the things I promised you, I'll never get around to.
Like I said, the first 2 lines or something was like old. I don't know where it came from, but when I started writing the second record, I was working like full time and did like a master's program online and wrote this record, and like we were touring also, so I was like in this state of constant exhaustion, and that was like the like over promising and just being like so freaking tired all the time. That's like the whole like overarching theme of Bless My Psyche is like total exhaustion from saying yes to too much stuff.
That's interesting because at that time period, here you are, you were going to school, and how strong was music pulling you away from that? It sounds like this was really consuming you, and not just your mind, but your heart.
Yeah, I mean, it was like this thing where I didn't even think of it as being like a viable option for my life, or like I grew up. My high school was like really 99% of kids go to college, kind of like it was like very instilled in me. Like you go to college, you get a job, you do this. So it was like I had to like tear away from that and be like, well, this is like so many bands don't get to like even close to like this far. So I'm like, I'm not gonna like throw away this opportunity. But I don't know, the place the world is in right now too, it's like scary. So it's like I had to like hang on to the job and the insurance for as long as possible too. Oh, that's very stressful. I don't know.
What did your family think of this? I mean, you had a really solid career choice going, and were they supportive?
They are now, yeah, of course, but and like rightfully so. I would be worried also.
Sure.
I mean, we're all worried even every day. But it's like it's a hard thing to know. It's like so unpredictable too. But
oh gosh,
the more stuff where I was like, we're playing Lollapalooza, we're doing that, we got this tour. It's like there's upward movement, so it's like I'm not gonna like say no to that kind of thing, And I worked like I used to have to fill out these forms to have like leaves of absences, and part of why I quit was because I was like all my coworkers are probably like so mad every couple weeks. I'm like, oh, I need another 4 weeks off and stuff. So I was like, I think it's time for everyone.
Yeah, they were probably pretty tired of the rock star dipping out at that point.
for sure, yeah.
Listen, you know what it's like being on the road.
It's not easier, yeah.
Right, having to use the bathroom at a Shell station at 3 a.m, walking past creepy people.
Yes.
Right, okay.
They're like, have fun on your vacation. And I'm like, no, you don't get it.
Yeah. I'll be sleeping on floors. My neck's gonna hurt. Yeah,
Yes.
they have absolutely no idea.
Yeah.
Verse 1, drums, bass, and stereo guitars are all here. The guitar panned off right is playing open chords while strumming, and that guitar left is alternating between chords and octaves. Are you the guitar panned off to the right? Because I watched you live. Is that the more jangly guitar?
I'm like the lower. I just do rhythm. Kyle's the guitar wizard.
Okay, then Kyle's panned off left then. Okay.
Yeah. I'm like this is at a time when I still didn't really know how recording worked, and we recorded it during the pandemic. So we all like we did drums and bass at one studio, and then Kyle actually did his guitars alone with Matt at like a private studio, and he had a broken finger at the time.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, it was a weird time. It was like July of 2020. I guess.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and everything was on lockdown.
Yeah, and it was like, technically not even really supposed to be out. We all like wore masks in the studio and stuff. It was a weird time.
I bet. And well, you answered my question. I was going to ask if you guys were all in the same room, tracking together and then do overdubs later. But it sounds like you had to kind of piecemeal it together because of the situation.
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, verse 1 here, after you say, all of my plans failed, we get a call and response. It's just a singular vocal. It's you. All my plans failed. We don't get that in the second verse, and we'll get to the second verse in a little bit, but let's talk about that. Was that a suggestion of Matt's? Was that there on the original demo, and how'd that come about?
I think it was in the original demo. I'd have to go look. I think it's just, without it there's an awkward space.
Okay.
It sounds, I mean, it's like, to me, it's like part of the melody, I think it was just maybe Matt's idea to make it a sort of background thing.
Yeah, and it's funny you say, it was from the demo, and it was empty without it. So many things carry over from the demo that, and I say, if you can't best it, you got to leave it for what it was.
Yeah,
for
sure.
And
yeah,
sometimes that initial instinct is the best thing. Well, out of verse 1, I was thinking it goes straight to the chorus, but not really. There is a pre-chorus here, but there's no vocals over
the chug part. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It like kind of makes no sense.
I like it though. I like it. I'll tell you why. It's a 4-bar musical setup to launch chorus 1. The drums go to halftime here. So the whole band does something. It gets you into that different movement before we pick back up and get into chorus 1. And I know you're calling that a weird part. It's not that weird. It really isn't. And at the same time, as the song played over and over, and I was going through it the past couple of days, I was singing melodies over it, pretending that there's vocals in them. You could have sang over that.
Yeah,
Did you ever talk about that? Let's put some lyrics there. Did Matt say it needs something, or you wanted to keep it as it was?
I don't even remember, honestly. But now that we're talking about it, that part feels like a bridge to me now.
It'd be a really short bridge, but yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I like that part. I do. I think it sets up the chorus. I don't think you could have just went verse 1 straight into the chorus. I think it needed this part. I need help. And I yell. How do I stop this? Because I keep doing this to myself, and it's coming down like a faucet. We get harmonies on because I keep doing this to myself and coming down like a faucet. It's a lower harmony there. And is that Kyle or Adam on vocals there?
Oh, it's all me.
That's all you.
Yeah,
so you're doing the low parts.
Yeah.
Cool.
On all the records, all the vocals are just me.
Okay, because when I went and saw you live, the vocals are there.
They do them live, yeah. But recording, I think Matt and Mike have both. They prefer to mix just me.
Cool.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe I made that up, but yeah. I don't know why.
And now, were you able to get in the vocal booth and just create that, or did Matt have to work with you on those harmonies? Because they're really cool.
Thank you. Back then, he definitely helped me a lot. I had some ideas. He taught me how to do that. So now, usually, I'll like have some ready when we're at recording time, or the band has ideas and they help me out.
Wow, I swore that was a male doing though. It's like a husky voice.
Is it that low? I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
No, it's not, and especially in chorus one, it's not really too forward there. But this cry for "I need help,"
Yeah.
how it lifts here for the chorus, and you repeat that.
Yeah.
It's awesome. What are you saying here?
It's like obviously very vague. For me, it was like I keep doing this to myself. I keep like signing up for more stuff and I'm like killing myself over it kind of thing. But I think part of why I made it like the chorus is because somebody could relate that to any sort of self-detrimental thing.
Yeah, for sure. Chorus one, drums, bass, stereo guitars. The guitar panned off right is playing chords, and the guitar panned off left is jangly and more riffy. And I'm also hearing some high organ pads here in the chorus.
Yeah. That's Franz from the Hold Steady.
No kidding. How'd that come about?
We played with them and like he's a fan or friends of ours, and he was like, if you ever want me to play on anything, just let me know. And I was like, okay. And he's been on everything since. Literally every song since that record.
Wow, it really does something here. Like I had to listen intently the first couple of times. Like, is there an organ? And then it's when the band would kind of decay that I could hear the organ ringing out. But talk about that. Like whose idea was that? I know he said he would play on it, but it's awesome.
Yeah, the extra layer is awesome. The first record Matt played, or everybody, Kyle too. There was like keys and stuff for texture. So when somebody who does that, like at his level offers, it's like, we'll just have him do it kind of thing. So yeah, every record we send him all the songs and he sends a ton of ideas back and then we just kind of pick and choose what we like best.
Oh, I really, really like that. That's such a cool layer here. The back half here, we get the harmonies. We don't get it at the top. And the harmonies aren't super loud this first chorus. As the song builds later in the tune, they do get louder. Out of chorus one, we go straight into verse two.
And I wanna go outside. I wanna ride my bike, but I feel dead on the inside. I put too much trust in future. She can't be trusted, please trust me. Everything she says is such a lie.
I want to go outside. I want to ride my bike, but I feel dead on the inside. I put too much trust in future me. She can't be trusted. Please trust me. Everything she says is such a lie. We get the title of the song in verse 2. You say, please trust me in there.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
This is the part I thought we were talking about earlier with that I thought could have been a bridge.
Oh, okay.
It is different from the first verse, right?
Oh my gosh, is it different? Yeah, and
It's
we're going
like
to
a
get into that.
That's where I'm like, I like look back. I'm not embarrassed, but it's like I didn't know better. Like that's like it could be for another song.
Sure, but
It
let's
works.
say
It works.
well, it does work because you guys, your band played this last at Lollapalooza.
Yeah,
This
it's the biggest song,
arguably right. This is like your signature song, and so
yeah.
it's so hard now. And I swear, I was talking to this with Chris, my producer, I think just yesterday. Man, or sometimes I wish I could factory reset and just unlearn all of it.
Sure, yeah.
And
for
go
sure.
back and just be instinctual with my playing because I already know where I'm going. And I hate that because I get boxed in so much. And
Totally.
this wouldn't have been the same song if you would have dipped back into a facsimile of verse 1.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, so I wouldn't knock the weirdness here. I don't think it sounds like a bridge part either. I think this sounds like a verse, but these lyrics are pretty raw. I put too much trust in future me. She can't be trusted. She can't be trusted to clean your teeth, or what's going on here?
I mean, I think it was just going back to the putting too much trust that I'll, have the time and the energy. I mean, it's kind of lame, but
oh, it's not lame at all. This is no. This is cool. It's
on the on that same concept. Just the I can't be trusted for myself to like say no to things or to look out for myself over like overextending.
Okay, I'm going to ask you, did you feel turmoil during this period? And was this painful? Because these lyrics can be...
Sure,
You could gather that from them, and you're sitting here with a smile on your face. It's like,
Yeah.
that's a song I wrote when I was young, and you're kind of brushing it off, but I know you've had fans come up and say these lyrics mean the world to them.
I know, yeah. I mean, yes and no, and certainly not as bad as the song like makes it sound, but and obviously it's also like stuff that's like good. It's like, oh, you're like I'm like working and going to school and like, oh, poor you, the band is like you have to go tour. But it was just, I mean, it was a lot, and I was drinking so much coffee that I was like feeling faint, and then I had like anemia because I was like caffeine like absorbs all your iron and stuff. So it was like an internal thing. Like it was like, affecting me physically, and I like didn't sleep a lot and stuff because I had so much to do, but I wouldn't have done it any different. So I don't know.
I bit my tongue so hard it almost fell into my lap. I'm sick.
Hey, everybody, don't go anywhere. We got lots more with Deanna coming up after a few words from our sponsors.
Looking to elevate your music career? DistroKid is a digital music distribution service that enables musicians to distribute their music to online stores and streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon, Tidal, and many more. DistroKid collects earnings and payments, sending them to you, the artist. With DistroKid, artists unlock a world of possibilities. From easily paying collaborators with splits to securing your music with DistroLock, DistroKid covers all bases. Plus, you can promote your releases with Hyperfollow and create eye-catching visuals with a Spotify Canvas generator, all for free. But that's not all. Introducing the DistroKid app, now available on iOS and Android. Artists can manage their releases, view streaming stats, and withdraw earnings, all from the palm of their hand. And for those looking to perfect their sound, check out Mixia. With its simple interface and customizable mastering options, artists can make their music sound polished and professional within minutes. And don't forget about Instant Share, DistroKid's newest feature. Share large files securely with collaborators, producers, and more, ensuring your music streams at the highest quality. Ready to take your music to the next level? Download the DistroKid app and explore their suite of tools today. Plus, listeners can enjoy 30% off their first year by visiting distrokid.com/VIP/DeMakes. That's distrokid.com/VIP/DeMakes.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. You know those friends who support your preference for podcasts over music on road trips? That's the energy State Farm brings to insurance. With over 19,000 local agents, they help you find the coverage that fits your needs, so you can spend less time worrying about insurance and more time enjoying the ride. Download the State Farm app or go online at statefarm.com. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Tomorrow morning is knocking. Stock your fridge now. How about a creamy mocha frappuccino drink? Or a sweet vanilla? Smooth caramel maybe? Or a white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Find Starbucks Frappuccino drinks wherever you buy your groceries.
This episode is brought to you by Google Chrome. You think you know a browser, but Gemini and Chrome? That's new. It can help you with practically anything on the web, like restoring a vintage motorcycle from a 50-page restoration blog, or finally break down that long article you've had open for weeks. Gemini and Chrome is here for it. Ready to make anything online make sense? There's no place like Chrome. Check responses, setup required, compatibility and availability varies, 18+.
You thought this was your Run Club era. Turns out, it was more of a thinking about Run Club era. The good news? Someone's marathon training is about to start. Sell your workout gear on Depop. Just snap a few photos, and we'll take care of the rest. They get their race day fit, and you get a payout for trying. Someone on Depop wants what you've got. Start selling now. Depop, where taste recognizes taste.
Uncovered windows can make your home feel up to 20 degrees hotter. Stay cool and save up to 45% off custom window treatments during the 4th of July VIP access sale at Blinds.com. From outdoor shades to room darkening blinds, finding the perfect fit is easy. Get free samples, expert design help, and professional measure and install services. Or DIY it with confidence and support every step of the way. Shop up to 45% off site-wide right now during the 4th of July VIP access sale at Blinds.com.
Hey friends, Chris DeMakes here. If you love Chris DeMakes a Podcast and you'd like to help us continue bringing you great episodes each week, please take a minute to check out ChrisDeMakes.com. That's where you'll find our Patreon. Our Patreon supporters get instant access to hundreds of episodes of The After Party, our weekly bonus episode that people have raved to us about for years. You can also get ad-free, early releases of each week's episode of Chris DeMakes a Podcast, as well as unedited video versions of the show. Even if you're not sure if you want to sign up, you can go to ChrisDeMakes.com and sign up for a free account. We'll throw you a free preview episode here and there. We can't thank you enough for all the support. And if you have a few extra bucks and you want to help us keep the lights on, our Patreon is the way to do it. Head to ChrisDeMakes.com to learn more.
And now, back to the show.
The smile on your face is infectious. The way you talk about songwriting, it's awesome because again, look at these lyrics. I mean, I thought I was going to get you on here today, and I just didn't feel that you'd be this up.
Yeah. I mean, that's what maybe the reason people like it so much and relate to it is because that could be about anything, though. It could be a relationship, an addiction of some kind. Of anything. So
right,
my addiction was like overworking, like workaholic kind of thing.
Yeah, you had too many choices. Could I be a dentist? Could I be a singer? Could I be a solo person? What producer's going to find me next? All right, we're going to get into the nuts and bolts here of verse 2 of what Deanna's calling the bridge. But this is verse 2. On the first two lines, up to "But I feel dead on the inside," the whole band goes halftime. Drums, bass. The guitar panned off left here is doing this single note, like palm muted riff.
Yeah, that's Kyle.
That part sounds like, without your vocals, sounds like it could be in a pop punk song.
Yeah,
If you put pretty sappy vocals over this, it would kind of sound like that. But your delivery, it's nothing like that. So this part is so cool because it is kind of chirpy and poppy, and you're just kind of raising hell over this part.
Yeah. I should have listened to it before this. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's interesting.
No, that's fine. You know
I
what?
never thought about that.
You're not the first person to say that. You should have listened. To it. And I always joke with people, what, you don't listen to your own stuff driving on the road every day? Yeah, okay. The guitar panned off right is doing like these chugs, these big like chun-chuns. Is that you over there doing that?
Yes, I think so. It's been a long time. Yeah.
No, but it's the more rhythm part. I really like how that came together. And was that worked out prior to going in the studio? Or, a lot of times when you do stereo guitars, it's a stereo image, but this is two different things going on, but they work really well together.
Yeah. A lot of that Kyle's his own guitarist, but a lot of that Matt taught me also. Like he would be the conductor of my rhythming.
Okay.
Again, until I learned, he taught me how to do this kind of thing. I was like self-taught guitarist, self-taught singer. I mean, if I remember correctly, a lot of my rhythm guitar was him being like, okay, ready. And then when I do like big, you like hit really hard or something, or like upstroke kind of thing.
I still, when I work with a producer, they'll still do that. Like, it's here. Yeah. Like, there's sometimes when I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I want you to come in on here. And I'm like, yeah. And then it'll go by again and I'll miss it. Like, dude, how are you not hearing this? And I'm like banging my head against the wall. It's great to have a musical director.
Totally. It takes a village.
Yeah, for sure. After those first two lines, the band picks up tempo again. The back half here, the guitar is panned left and right. It's the same idea as the top of verse 2, but there's also another guitar just left of center that comes in adding accents here. Who played that guitar? Do you remember?
Probably Kyle.
Probably Kyle. Okay.
Yeah, Kyle does I just play my rhythm and then I get it out of the way.
Okay. Well, there is another guitar that comes in there and it's really, really cool. And then on the last line, everything she says is such a lie. You hold out lie there. And I can really hear the double vocal there and the angst in your voice. It's really cool. This is a 3-bar buildup with that holdout on lie. The guitar left is playing an ascending octave part, which it's really lifting. And you can hear that vocal double, like I said, on lie. This is 3 bars. That's weird to me because the first time it was 4 and this is kind of jarring, but it's cool.
Yeah, I feel that like ascending octave thing, I think is like we're all Alkaline Trio fans and like Chicago punk fans. I think that's where that comes from.
Yeah.
It's like such a natural like transition thing. Whenever we do that, I'm like, oh, Trio.
Yeah, no. And now again, it's just holding out that lie there, but you did sing over this part. And again, I like that verse 2 and verse 1 aren't carbon copies. I like that you don't in verse 2 repeat that call and response vocal from verse 1. So I like the little ride this is taking us on. I like that it's unorthodox.
Cool. Thank you. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't know any better. So
okay. Well, good.
It's like a time capsule of like youth.
Listen, you shouldn't learn anymore. Just stop going until you're needed to go in the studio. That's it. And just go back out. Okay.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't learn anymore because it gets worse, Deanna. I'm telling you.
I know. I've heard that from many people.
Yeah, I you know what? And knowing too much does me no good. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Right off of pre-chorus 2 here, we get into chorus 2. And off the top here, Deanna, your low harmony vocal is here on the I Need Help. Yeah. The man, the husky man from the Midwest man from greater Chicago area.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you can laugh at it.
No, it's cool.
Was that there? Maybe in the first chorus, and then did Matt mix it? Matt Jordan?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so a lot of times when producers mix something, they go, you know what, I want to lay off. I'm going to mute the first 2 times of chorus 1.
Yeah.
I just want it to come in here and build. Or was it there in chorus 1 and you decided not to have it, or do you remember?
Are you asking if the low harmony was in the demo?
Well, not in the demo. Was it ever talked about to be in chorus 1, or did you want the song to build? You know what, we're just going to bring that low harmony at the top of chorus 2.
That's a all Matt thing. At this time, I was not super. I was like still learning how to do it, kind of thing. And I just whatever you want, I got it.
It was cool because I listened to chorus 2 over and over again, like 3 times. I'm like, why does this sound different than chorus 1? And finally, it dawned on me. Everything's kind of the same except for the harmony comes off the top.
He is like, I'm sure he did that on purpose. Like he's like a what's the word I'm looking for? Like
mad scientist.
Yeah, or like intentional. I'm sure that was like an intentional thing. Yeah. I just didn't know about it.
I also notice here that the other instrumentation, the organ, everything seems to be up maybe a half dB. It just seems a little bit fuller here in chorus 2 when I A-B it with chorus 1 outside of that harmony, which is the obvious difference. And then we get into the bridge. And it's running through the street. It's coming after me. I might just give in. There's nothing I could say that'll make you want to stay. And the thought of it is sinking in.
Sinking in is a reference to the faucet.
Okay.
Like sink. looking back, that line of about you going away thing, like that makes no sense in the context, but oh well. Thank you, 21-year-old me.
Okay. So it's running through the street. It's coming after me. I might just give it. So that's the line you're saying. It's coming after me. That's the line you're
like the faucet that won't.
Okay.
It's coming down like a faucet, and then like that's like it's the water rushing through the street. The thought of it is sinking in, just like sink faucet. It's sort of like the river flowing kind of thing. I don't know. But the you doesn't make sense. I'm now realizing, which is embarrassing. But that's okay.
Well, embarrassing to you because I never would have noticed it had you not pointed it out, Deanna.
I mean, we could make it. I could figure out something to be like, no, I meant that. But
after this lyrical bridge, we get into a 16-bar musical bridge, and the thought of it is sinking in. We get that vocal again on bar 7 and on bar 14. It's a distorted, kind of blown out vocal there, that effect.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool. Was that laid down that way in recording, or did Matt throw that on in mixing? Do you remember?
I couldn't tell you. I think probably mixing, if I had to guess.
Probably mixing. Okay,
yeah.
Very, very cool. And the thought of it is sinking in. When you say that the second time, you can really hear the organ. You can hear everything kind of swirling around there. The drums, bass, and stereo guitars are all here. The guitar left is playing these crazy octaves, and there's some haunting oohs with harmonies tucked back there before we get into chorus 3.
Yeah.
Let's talk about those. I'm assuming Matt was like, we need something else here. And
yeah, for
how'd
sure.
that come about, deciding on the oohs? It could have been ahs, ohs, whatever.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember. I don't know how that came up, honestly. I think it was just like, because of like the crazy guitar and stuff, it was like a nice, like sort of angelic ending to the chaos.
I'm going to go out on the limb here and say that he did not use auto-tune on you for this song.
Not that I'm aware of.
It would be extremely difficult to try to, you wouldn't even try, you don't want to tune some of these notes. So I just was asking for like the harmonies and stuff, because these oohs sound really locked and they sound really cool.
Yeah. We try to avoid using that as much as possible.
Well, and that's why I know you can sing, because I assume there was an auto-tune here, but okay. Behind the screaminess, okay. If you had a family member say, Deanna, I know you can sing really pretty. Why don't you sing pretty?
Yeah.
You heard that?
For sure.
That's what I'm getting at. Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean, every YouTube video also has a comment like that, or the ones that say I can't sing, which it's like, it's fine if you don't like it, but I know that it is the right note. Sorry you don't like it. That's fine.
It's a style. And some people, I said it at the top, some people are a one-trick pony. That's all they can do.
Yeah.
And they're in that box, but I knew there was more under the hood here. And I was right. We then get into chorus 3. This is my favorite part of the song, because it goes to double time here.
Yeah.
And it's so driving on that snare.
Yeah.
Was that the way you were playing it in the rehearsal room, and it just translated, and that's how you recorded it?
I think that was how it was on the demo kind of thing.
Okay.
So we crazily, we've never played songs before going into the studio. It's like the demo is like the skeleton, and then we build on that.
I don't think it's that weird, because you run tracks live.
Yes. I played to a click.
Okay, yep, you play to a click. So a lot of the bands that do that's how they write. They're thinking of live ahead, and it's like, hey, here's the loop, here's where we start, here's where the instrumentation comes in. That doesn't really surprise me. But I love when it goes double time here. Also notice that these choruses, certainly when it goes to double time, it could have been a great place for a tambourine. I don't hear any percussion here. Was that ever a discussion?
I thought there was. You probably know way better than me, because you just listened to it and you have a good ear, it sounds like. Adam played tambourine on everything, so maybe it just is either low or...
If there is a tambourine, it's really buried there, or I somehow missed it. And if I
don't think you missed it. You sound like you listened really
All my listeners will let me know. They will tear me apart in our Facebook group.
I mean, like, Adam's a really good tambourine player, so I feel like... I think we... Well, maybe I'm wrong. Did you notice in the choruses at all?
That's what I'm saying. No, we're here at chorus 3. I didn't notice
That's really unusual because it's like we're all big Goo Goo Dolls fans, Third Eye Blind fans. Like it's important. I'm surprised.
If it's there, I'll gladly accept that I was wrong, but I
probably
don't hear
right,
it. But the drums go double time here on chorus 3 on the snare until the band goes halftime on the line. It's coming down like a faucet. Chorus 3, it's driving along till it slows down there, but this is the biggest chorus. That organ's louder here. I feel like everything's just a little bit bigger, and it lends itself because of the intensity of the drums there. And we get into this little tag at the end. The first 2 or 3 records that Less Than Jake put out, there was all these weird little tags at the end of the song. We would always, it was like we're buttoning up the package, you know, it's the final bow on the package before we send it to be shipped. Was that the idea here?
I don't think we like thought about it too much. I think it was just because it was the strongest chorus we knew from all the songs. It was like, it's got to be like a raging till the end kind of thing.
Well, interesting too, you could have doubled the chorus here.
Yeah.
You know, all the other choruses were singular.
Yeah.
Was that a discussion or no? It was just going to be one the last time.
I think probably because I didn't know at the time people do that.
Okay.
And like I said, Matt wasn't super into like judging my songwriting that much. So it was like probably just how it went.
Good for him.
If I wrote that song now, I can guarantee you it would have been a double chorus at the end.
Yeah. And you probably wouldn't have ended your set at Lollapalooza with it.
You think maybe that's what's safe? I think a lot of these.
Oh no, they're doing the song with a double chorus at the end.
Let's get out of here. I think I didn't know at the time, but Matt probably looked at all the songs and was like, "This is going to be like the biggest song on this record." So like, part of those choices were also probably him being like, "Make the ending really huge," kind of thing. Like. He like probably had more of a vision at the time than I did because, like I said, he was like still teaching me how to like do this.
Okay. Well, maybe if we have the opportunity to speak again on a record you currently did, maybe on your new album, maybe you won't give so much credit to the producer. Maybe this time you could say, "I did that. That was my idea."
I'm like, it's you know, I recognize that I like, you know. I brought the thing so that we could all make the thing kind of thing, but
yes, that's a good that's a good point.
Sure. I'm not trying to give him too much credit, but like for real, I didn't know anyone. I didn't know anything about gear. I didn't know if you look back at old videos of me playing solo, I didn't even know how to tune my guitar. Like my bandmates really let me do my thing that I'm good at, and then they taught me how to do the rest that comes with it, kind of thing.
That is so awesome. I love that. And you're so humble. It's so great. The 4-bar tag here at the end. It's a couple of full band hits. The whole band hitting there. We get this ooh vocal. The organ is there, and the last thing we hear is this like spaceship guitar, like flanger effect going off, and then the tune kind of wraps up. And I'm assuming again that was Kyle on that crazy guitar.
I'm sure, yeah.
Okay, so let's go back now. You made this during the pandemic. You get the mix back. I think this song sounds great.
Yeah.
What was it like hearing this back, the mix for the first time? Were you stoked?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, because Matt did it, and like we talk every day, kind of thing. Like he just. It was like one of those things where, you know how now you have to wait like weeks before you could hear a mix?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a text me, what do you think of this? It's good, like change one thing. And then like, it was like so instantaneous kind of thing.
Okay.
But I remember it, like I did the vocals. He moved to Kansas City and I went down there to do vocals at, I think the place called B12 Studio maybe. And I like remember freaking out on the plane ride because it was like, this was going to be the first release on Hopeless and stuff. And it was like, a clear jump in, like we actually had like a little bit of a budget to use to make that record, and we made it as like a band because the first record was just me and Matt. Kyle played like bass on the first record. But it was just like a suddenly like feeling like this is kind of real. One of the first times that felt like a step toward like this is real life kind of thing.
Okay. And let's talk a little bit before we break here. Let's talk about Probable Clause, the record that came out three days ago. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. It's we made it here in Chicago at Electrical Audio, which was really amazing. That's like Steve Albini's famous studio.
Yeah.
And it like the studio like is its own instrument. It, like you can like hear it in the songs kind of thing. And yeah, we had a blast making it. A lot of the songs are about like time going by too fast.
All right. And you know, as artists, we always think our new stuff is the best. Obviously you're stoked on it, but how do you feel about the record as a whole? If you were to describe it, is it where you are now? It's
For
probably
sure.
no way you could have wrote this 4 years ago.
Correct. Yeah. So the third record is like when we started working with Mike Sapone, and so I took all those songs that were kind of written like Bless My Psyche, and then he was like, no, you gotta like, this song is like missing two verses or something like that. So all the notes I got from him to make Cheap Grills, I was that much further ahead because I wrote these songs and I was like, I know what he's gonna not like about this, so let's just fix it now, which gave us like probably even more time when I went to go demo with him, that like the structure was like mostly there, or I had parts ready to go for if he's like, that's not right there. I'm like, well, I got this other thing, let's try this. And then just like, you know, just that much, like a step ahead of the early process of it. And the band had a ton of time to familiarize themselves with it. So like that was just extra time too that got put into making it what it is, I guess.
All right, very cool. And before we break, what's going on touring plans with Sincere Engineer? What's happening this summer?
We got a full U.S. headlining tour, East Coast and West Coast, and I'm going to Europe in January with Dave Hawes. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, we got like 40 shows or something coming up.
And now with the tour with Dave, are you doing that acoustic or is it full band?
Yeah, acoustic in 2027.
Awesome.
It's crazy to have like the whole year booked already.
That's great. Well, congratulations. And if I'm ever in the greater Chicagoland area and I need my teeth looked at, I'm going to look you up.
Yeah, perfect.
Thank you so much for sitting in with us today, Deanna. I appreciate it.
No problem. It was fun. Thank you for having me.
Pull yourself together, waiting for the things that never seem to come along. Hope it gets better, rush into forever, never end the pleasure, 'cause it always seems like something's wrong.
Hey everybody, the song you're hearing right now is Cooler off of the new Sincere Engineer album called Probable Clause. It just came out. Go check it out. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. I thought that was a lot of fun. I got so much to talk to Chris about this episode in the rap segment that's coming right up after a few words from our sponsors, so don't go anywhere.
Do you hear that? Sounds like breakfast is ready. Because Quaker's coming in hot with morning nutrition. 100% whole grain oats and a good source of fiber to fuel the rhythm of your morning and kickstart your day. And that sounds absolutely delicious. Fuel to start whatever's next. Quaker, official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 26.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Get business done with the new American Express Graphite Business Cash Unlimited card. With unlimited 2% cash back on all eligible purchases, unlimited 5% cash back on flights and prepaid hotels booked through American Express Travel Online, and a flexible spending capacity that can grow with your business, you'll have the confidence to keep building. Apply today and earn a welcome offer of $1,500 cash back after you spend $50,000 in qualifying purchases on your new card within the first 6 months of card membership. Terms apply. Learn more at go.amex/graphite.
This summer, FanDuel is the best place to bet on goals.
Including equalizers? Volleys?
Yep.
Headers?
Every goal is worth more on FanDuel. So, let there be goals. New customers get $350 in bonus bets guaranteed when you bet $5 for 7 days. 21 plus in present and select states. First online real money wager only. Minimum $5 wager required for 7 consecutive days. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET.
This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
I wrote a little song to remind you, Choice Hotels gets you more of the experiences you value. The Cambria Hotel's got it all. A rooftop bar, have a ball. Cocktails up here feel just right. Is Cambria amazing? All right. Bring a date, your team, or even your mom. Book direct at choicehotels.com. See you on the roof.
Hey friends, have you been loving Krista Makes a Podcast? Well, spread the love by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Don't hesitate to share what you enjoy about the show in an actual written review on Apple Podcasts. Not only does it help more people discover us, but we often read reviews in the wrap segment of the show. It's a quick, cost-free way to support us and takes just a minute of your time. Your reviews mean the world to us and help us keep the podcast thriving. Thank you for being a listener, and thank you for being a friend.
As we near the end of the show, here's a band you might not know.
Welcome to this week's Band You Might Not Know. If you'd like your band to be considered for Krista Makes a Podcast, email your best song and a short bio to bandyoumighttnotknow@gmail.com. This week's featured artist is Midrats, a hardcore punk band from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. They recently had an official record release show back in May for their new full-length album, Enemies Within. You can find that now on Fail Harmonic Records. Here's a snippet of their song, Patient Class.
The Wrap with Chris and Chris.
Chris, that was so much fun.
I was laughing, and I had such a smile, I wouldn't say laughing, but I had a smile on my face, about to laugh so many times. Could she be any more humble?
Dude, talking to her, there's not a jaded bone in her body. I hope she never gets that way, but you just see you can hear the enthusiasm of a person who is experiencing, we both got to experience this feeling she's feeling right now, the feeling of upward trajectory with your band and new opportunities and all this kind of stuff. She's in that moment right now, and you could just hear it in her voice.
Yeah, and there was just, a lot of parallels, and this happens a lot on this show, especially when you talk to other touring musicians, but just the fact that, I can relate. I was in school. I wasn't going to school for dentistry. I was going for a lowly telecommunications degree. But nonetheless, I was in college, and there's not a thing that could have got me to go back to University of Florida. Once the music got a hold of me the way that it did, it was inescapable at that point. It sounds like that's what was happening to her, and that inner turmoil is what sparked the lyrics for Trust Me.
Yeah, sometimes the music tells you where to go. It makes sense. It's I I can't not do this. I can't not take this opportunity. Sometimes it's like it's not even a choice. And that sounds like the situation that Deanna was in at this point when she was writing this song.
It does. And, she kept over and over stating, I don't know. It's just, I didn't really know how to write songs. This is how it came out. But this song isn't that left of center, or even arrangement wise. It really isn't. If it's one of her first attempts, she hit it out of the park.
Yeah, you said it to her. This song is like one of their signature songs. It's a signature Sincere Engineer song, and it doesn't really subscribe to songwriting norms. You talked about that, how different the first verse is from the second. And how many times have you and I said it? I wish I could forget all I know and just go back to those caveman instincts of how to write a song.
It's so true. And I don't know if I've mentioned this to you before, Chris, but some years ago I was giving guitar lessons to a few people, and some of them were friends of mine that had kids. And I was learning stuff from 12, 13-year-old kids that had never picked up a guitar. We'd be 3 lessons in, and just the way they played something, what are you doing there? And like, whoa. Like, I would have never thrown that in. They did something by accident. So you can learn from anybody as long as your mind's open to it. And speaking of having an open mind, how amazing is it that, she's able to continue to, sounds like the producer she's working with now is giving a lot deeper instruction. Like, hey, we're going to do arrangement stuff. And she's completely as receptive as she was 10 years ago. That's refreshing.
I feel like she's going to have more and more success because she already knows at this point in her music career to be open to working with people and trust the people that are around you, not to come in there with some sort of bad attitude about someone, telling you what to do with your song. She's very open to it. And I think that's only going to benefit her. She already knows that.
Yeah. And this time period, I said, was it painful? Were you going through pain? And she sat there with, I know most of you aren't Patreon subscribers. You don't get the video to this. You only see the reels Chris puts out. But the whole time she just had this like huge smile and just this innocence of like, I don't know. It almost felt like at times like I'm not worthy to, be talking about songwriting. And yes, you are. I mean, she's great. And this song and the lyrical inspiration, she said it. The chorus is relatable. I need help. The way she screams that with conviction could be about a number of things. And the fact that she wrote it about not even a painful, it sounds like it was not even really confusing. It would have really messed me up, but it sounds like it was just a fork in the road that she embraced.
Yeah, she was just feeling overwhelmed. Story of my life. Who can't relate to feeling overwhelmed? That is, I feel like I've been overwhelmed for 30 years straight here, Chris. So, and just, yeah, like you said, dude, I had a smile on my face the whole time, just watching you two talk to each other because you both had smiles on your face the whole time. She's just Midwestern nice.
She's Midwestern nice, yeah. And she could take a joke. I was kind of giving it back to her a little bit, but she was great. And watching that video that you sent in the notes, Lollapalooza, her guitar player even says like, "Oh, there they are. There's my mom and dad." You could tell they're at Lollapalooza. I mean, when you grew up in Chicago, that is the festival, right?
Yeah, it's really cool. And Chris, part of this is she seemed really happy to be here and excited to talk or whatever. But after we finished recording, she told you Anthem was the first CD she ever bought with her own money. See, we didn't even know that. I mean, I kind of assume people from our world know and like Less Than Jake, but we don't know that for sure.
No, and I didn't know if she had any type of rock or punk background until we were talking about that octave part, the ascending octave part. She mentioned Alkaline Trio, of course, a huge Chicago band.
Right. Yeah. And Chris, I can't believe you're talking shit on Little Caesars. First of all, that's a company based out of Michigan, and I will say, my buddy Johnny loves Little Caesars. There's so many good pizza places, but there's a Little Caesars that's like in the gas station by my house. And Johnny will be like,
of course it is.
Johnny will be like, hey, I'm going to drop off some Little Caesars pizza at your house when I drive past. I'm like, okay, thanks. Crazy bread, man. And I'm going to tell you one more thing about Little Caesars. I don't know if you know this, but might make you like Little Caesars a little bit more. Little Caesars founder Mike Ilitch quietly paid the rent for civil rights icon Rosa Parks for over a decade. Following her 1994 robbery and assault in Detroit, he ensured that she had a secure, safe home until her passing in 2005. And nobody knew about that. That story never came out until it was revealed publicly in 2014. So he quietly took care of Rosa Parks. So I don't know. Don't feel so bad about eating a little bit of Little Caesars every once in a while.
Wow, we started off the episode talking about Little Caesars. I had no idea we would end it by talking about Little Caesars. I like deep dish pizza. I like Chicago. I figured she'd go there, but no talking smack on Little Caesars. Hey, go over to ChrisDeMakes.com. No, we don't have pizza over there, but that's where our Patreon's at. You can get bonus episodes of the After Party, Defeat DeMakes, the trivia show where you can play yours truly in a game of trivia hosted by Chris Fafalius. That's right, ChrisDeMakes.com. And I'm sure you have a review ready to go for us. Is that correct, Chris?
Short and to the point today, Chris.
Uh-oh.
We got a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. This one is from Shark Manaway. It's a heck of a name. I hope that's really this person's name, Shark Manaway.
Shark Manaway. I like it.
It reminds me, dude, when I was in elementary school, I hope I told you this story before, but on the last day of school, you'd get everybody to sign your yearbook. Uh-huh. And I went up and got a janitor. I don't even remember ever seeing this janitor before, but just was like, you'd get everybody's autograph and got this janitor's autograph. I still have it in my elementary school yearbook. It just says, "Best wishes, Sharky." So I hope that was Shark Manaway, who left us 5 stars and said, maybe it was him because he said, "Check it at," and wrote, "Yins are cool." So obviously it's someone from Pittsburgh, Shark Manaway, who left us the 5 stars, but we appreciate that, Shark.
Straight from his janitor position over at the school. I love it. Well, yeah, this was a lot of fun, this episode. I can't say enough about just how just humble and grateful Deanna is to just be doing this. You can tell it's very infectious. So yeah, with that, I want to thank this week's guest, Deanna Belos, for sitting with us, and we'll see you next week. Pizza, pizza.
Do you like music, learning about good music, and laughing at bad music? Well, I have the show for you. I'm Chris DeMakes, a podcast producer, Chris Fafalius, and my One Hit Thunder co-host Matt Kelly and I are 300-plus episodes deep into revisiting one-hit wonders to decide if they deserve a second listen or should stay safely buried in your memory. We give every artist a fair shot, roast them when necessary, and when a band or artist is actually really good, we officially certify them Thunder, and maybe someday we'll even get around to sending out those notarized certificates. Basically, it's an incredibly fun music podcast, so smash that subscribe button on One Hit Thunder wherever you get your pods.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile, with a message for everyone paying big wireless way too much. Please, for the love of everything good in this world, stop. With Mint, you can get premium wireless for just $15 a month. Of course, if you enjoy overpaying, no judgments, but that's weird. Okay, one judgment. Anyway, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.
This episode is brought to you by Google Health. Stop chasing someone else's definition of health. What matters is what's healthy for you. Google Health offers a new kind of coach built with Gemini for effortless tracking, sleep insights, and holistic coaching tailored to you. Visit googlestore.com to learn more and start a new relationship with your health. Requires Google account, Google Health app, internet, and Google Health Premium subscription. Features subject to change. Availability and results vary. Not intended for medical purposes. Works independently of Gemini apps. Check responses for accuracy.